Hi, I'm Ollie, and welcome to Inspired Learning. On this channel, we will explore a variety of topics ranging from meditation and wellness to historical, I don't know exactly what you would call it. Historical fun, I guess. Join me on this journey as we redefine what it means to learn. So, let's talk about Independence Day. No, not that one. I'm talking about Juneteenth.
Juneteenth?
Juneteenth, all one word. Well, it didn't start off that way. While many of us light fireworks and eat way too much barbecue in honor of America's sovereignty from the British Crown, today, June 19th, commemorates the independence of enslaved Black Americans. Juneteenth is the oldest nationally celebrated commemoration of the ending of slavery in the United States. On June 19, 1865, Major General Gordon Granger led the Union soldiers to Galveston, Texas, bringing the news that the war had ended and that the enslaved persons were now free. However, there was one teeny tiny problem. This was a full 2.5 years after President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, which was ratified on January 1st, 1863. While many of us share the misconception that the emancipation ended slavery, there were in fact many territories like Texas that didn't take so kindly to this news. Initially, there were not enough Union officials in the Lone Star State to enforce the new decree. While the end of slavery was a major victory for justice and equality, it introduced a whole new dilemma. Newly freed Black Americans faced two choices: leave their homes, their family, and everything they ever known in pursuit of an abstract dream with the possibility of a new life far away, or stay in the South and continue to nurture the roots and seeds that they have sown in the earth beneath them. Which leads us into talking about the Great Migration, which is another story for another time. But subscribe and stay tuned and we'll talk about it. So, how is Juneteenth celebrated? It is traditionally celebrated with food and strawberry soda, with barbecue being particularly popular as it has long since been a staple within Black Southern cuisine. People really went all out with smoking meats like pork, lamb, and beef. Okay, let me stop before I get hungry. There are even accounts from the early days of freed people throwing dance parties and tossing their clothes from the old days into rivers and creeks. Oh yeah, that's right. Shake that tail feather. However, the dancing all but stopped in 1929 when the bubble burst and the United States plunged into the Great Depression. Not only did hard times exacerbate the already prevalent wealth disparity between whites and blacks, but the Great Depression also put a damper on people's desire to party like it was 1929. Yet all was not lost, as the 50s and 60s ushered in a new wave of Black organizations who brought with them the traditions of their ancestors and joined with them their own conviction for justice. And before you could say Bob's your uncle, Juneteenth was back on the map. Calendar. But wait a minute. Does that mean that it was a national holiday? Not quite. Thanks to the efforts of African-American Texas State Legislature Al Edwards, on January 1st, 1980, Juneteenth was officially recognized as a state holiday. Since then, the practice of recognizing Juneteenth has spread across America. However, there's still a long ways to go, as there are still many people who have not yet learned of the history and significance of June 19th. Yet some recent strides have been made. On June 17, 2020, New York joined the list of states that recognize Juneteenth as an official state holiday for state workers. This is particularly meaningful in light of the bubbling passion and protests across the country to end police brutality. However, there is still much work to be done to truly fulfill America's promise of the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Well, friends, in closing, I hope you learned something today that will inspire you. Please subscribe and click the little bell button so that you get the notifications when we post new content. If you would like to learn more about Juneteenth, please visit the resource that was used for this infographic show at juneteenth.com. The link can also be found below. Until next time, and remember, stay inspired.